One of the most important things to understand is there's a process that anyone can follow in order to reach their financial goals, to get the literal life insurance business up and running that you're trying to get up and running. So many people are stuck and struggling with just how to do this, but we've literally got the process. And what you're about to see is our CEO, Arturo Johnson, going through an entire coaching call, showing someone exactly how to do 30K plus a month and get 100 plus people contracted on your team, fully automated over the next 90 days. Now, if this is something that you want to know how to do, and I can't think that there's anyone that doesn't want to know how to do this, you want to pay close attention. Grab your pen and paper right now, because this is something that you ought to take notes on. It is definitely something that we can help you with, and we're going to tell you more at the end of this video on how you can do it. Take a watch.
Same thing with life insurance. You know, I got like I think I got like 5 writing agents right now, small. But I'm like, where I haven't sold anything, and I'm getting little deposits every other 3 or 4 days, $180, $230. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is great.
So if you see that and you think about
Volume,
what $300 could do to automate all of that, which is
it's incredible.
Having your ads going, because you know the number for that, and then the recruiting template that you get in there also. I showed you that, right? Yeah, so you get that. So then you get a bunch of people just producing that a little clip, what that turns into really quickly. So you do, so that ends up helping you get to your 10, 10, and 10 automated, because Dave Richard was right on that, but he left out one piece, which is where I always step in, was like, oh, I understand how to do that this way, because I've done it, which is you need a new template, and you need to put the pedal to the metal, and you remove yourself and let somebody else set. So now you have time to get better at closing, because that's 100%. All you're doing now, and not thinking about setting. Your emotions stay even, because you're not going with the numbers. Don't matter about the set appointments, because you're just waking up to book appointments. And then you have a template that is bringing in people that are excited because they hate their job, because 80%, 90% of people hate what they do. And quite frankly, the comp is what really attracts people to the organization. And they get a free voucher. It's a no-brainer. So now you're getting people to take action, where you can have 10 people in licensing, and then 10 people getting contracted constantly. There's nothing but, and it's automated, because then you know what you do? The VA ends up taking over interviewing the people. So people just start showing up, and you're like, oh my
gosh,
them how to interview the people.
So I'll have, so what you're saying is have an appointment setter for my insurance leads, have an interview or appointment setter for my recruits.
The same person doing both.
Oh my God. Arturo, let me ask you a crazy question, brother. Like if for me to get to, let's say 30 recruits, and I don't know, give me an appointment or whatever, 15 appointments a week or something. I don't even care. 10 appointments a week. And then have that consistently. We're speaking of an investment of $10,000 a month?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to give you the exact breakdown of this.
Does that make sense, my question?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the exact breakdown of this. So,
because that I want to see that, and to me, being in that entrepreneur, I want to know what my total, whether it's for 3, because once it starts rolling, I don't have to put any more money into it.
Yeah, I'm about to show you a complete breakdown as soon as I get these numbers. Let me find my Google Doc real quick.
people don't understand how powerful the videos you put out about, you know, the meditation in the morning, look over your goals in the morning. If they just did that, it's crazy.
Yeah, people do not get it that man, people do, because they think it's, you know what's funny? If you really want it to, here's a cool thing. If you really want it to sink in, there's an interview of Greg Birch when he was doing 75 hard. And he set the record for FFL in April.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you the video. You don't even have to look it up.
Okay.
Because I already have it. I watched it. And here's the crazy part. All he does is, for the most part, talk about his routine of what he did. If you're really listening from because you're not like from myself, I know what it is. It's not the tools. It's the discipline things. It's the vision. It's the direction. He said that his schedule was very, very specific. And the reason why he had success was because of all the things that is in the AUM training.
I think it was you too in one of your videos, you or in one, maybe it was a Rainmaker call, but I thought it was great. I hear it, you know, and I love it. You said motivation doesn't work.
Yeah.
You said it's discipline. Motivation will show up, but that motivation goes down and up. But if you keep your discipline, you're going to keep everything else.
Yeah, because it's about principles. It's the things that you consistently do everything. It's like you're a product of the things that you do. If you are partying really hard and you're eating like crap, and you got 4 or 5 different chicks that you're hanging out with, Arturo back in 2010.
All of us.
you're living like a piece of crap. So that's where your life is like that. Yeah. But you start eating a little bit healthier. You start working out and taking care of your body, getting good sleep.
Yeah.
Right. You turn into a peak performer out of nowhere, where you have more energy and ambition to do things. You're happy. You feel good about yourself. Yeah. You're getting up in the mornings, speaking positive things over your life.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of thinking all the negative things, and then you're reaffirming those with other positive things. Yep. So you're looking for opportunities. Well, who's gonna have a better day?
100%. Right? You know, I took a course with Jim Quick, the brain guy,
the memory, yes.
Yeah. And he calls it stomping out ants, automatic negative thoughts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so cool. I took it with my little guy, my 11-year-old, and we loved it. We were like, dude, this course is dope.
Yeah. So I sent this video to you in the chat. I definitely hope you watch that with the lens of
great approach.
It's the ingredients that makes a successful cake, which is his discipline, his routine, his commitment to himself based off the promises that he spoke in the mornings, right? And his vision that was clearly laid out. Okay. And it's really eye-opening. And he and I messaged back and forth quite a bit.
Nice.
About things. But I digress. So yeah, check that out. But let's go back to those goals that you said. You said if you could get 10 in licensing, right?
10 license, you know, let's say my goal is to have 20 licensed writers, you know, and I know that sometimes you can hire 10 and only 4 or 5 will actually, yeah.
So that means you need to have 100
leads.
So let's say contracted agents. I'm sorry, this is wrong. This should say.
My goal would be writing agents, 20 writing agents.
Right. So writing.
That's about right. 100 contracted agents. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what 20%.
So
right.
That means that you need 200 in licensing. Right. So this is the simple breakdown of this. Right. So you need 200 in licensing. Which would then turn into 100 contracted, which would then give you 20 actual writing agency.
Exactly.
And the reason why this is important, because this is 80-20 in its own right there. This is 80-20. So you can guarantee that you can get this by having that. Okay.
That makes sense.
Which is the same thing of like, if you got 100 leads, you should be able to get 20 appointments.
Yeah.
Just in theory, right? So this is good leads, right? So that, which means that I'm sorry, you need to have 200 leads that you make good contact with, about 100 people, which would probably give you about 20 set appointments, right? And so it's the same thing, that this is prevalent everywhere. So if you want to guarantee that you get it, you just make sure that you have 100 contracted agents. So then the question is, how do you get this one? Because you got to think about this like a funnel, right? So
yeah, I can see it. 200, right? 120.
Right. So you got to think of it like this, right? This is how I think, man. This is why people they're like, what the hell are you talking about? This is how
that's how I think.
Right. That's why you need to put 200. You need to get your message out to, let's see, I can show you real quick.
Probably like 1,000 people. That 20 exactly. Rule is, that 20% rule is 1,000
so yeah, so
people.
You need to get about 1,000 people. You need to speak to about 1,000 interested.
Interested.
And then the 200 will be right here.
Yeah.
And then you'll get this, and then you'll get that, right?
Yeah.
That's how you get to your 20.
Yeah. Okay.
Which means that if you know this is the number that you need,
that's the real number
that you get this. So then how do you get the 1,000 people? Well, if you want to do it really quickly, you need to know that this is the number and just commit to this number.
Right.
This is going to happen. Look at that.
And that's not that. That's really not. It's not a crazy number, because if you do, let's say I want to take 3 months to get to that 20. That's 300 people a month.
Dude, Greg Jones. I had this ad running for 2 days, spent $800, and he got 20 people in licensing in 24 hours.
That's insane.
From this template I'm going to show you. Hold on, let me just remove this annotate real quick. See how I do that. All right.
Oh, I don't remember how to. Oh, you're annotating on Zoom.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
That's why it's still there. It's on the screen.
Annotate. Let's just clear that. Clear all.
I don't remember.
Okay.
There we go.
So. Okay. Boom. All right. Bet. So we can go here. And I can go to Q&A. Because this is the high level mastery stuff, where when you're using Facebook, once it works, you just need to use the numbers. So let's say, all right, I go to campaigns here and I go to lifetime. So right here, you can see this one that says $500, recruiting lead, and
that's not bad. 79 leads out of $500.
So the total was $10 a recruiting lead. So I spent 841, and so I put it at 500 a day because I wanted to get it really quickly. So I didn't even run it fully for 2 days, right?
Right.
So you see these numbers. So again, this is my money. This is a test account.
Yeah.
So I ran it for 2 days. I got 80 leads. And think about this. He got 20 people in licensing from this in 24 hours. Because and it's almost 80-20, right? 80 people and then 20 of them did it.
Pretty much. That is the rule.
It is. And it's Richter scales. It's how things work in the world with weather. And it's one of those things that it's a force of nature. It really is. I like all of the business things. This is how Facebook works. You know how they figure out who to get you to lead? They show it to one person. If they click on it, they find 2 people that are similar to them.
Like that. Yep.
4, 8, 10. We're doing the same thing here. So 80 people in 24 hours from this running. So it started in the morning, it ran, and then before the day was over the next day, right? I turned it off because it got 80 and I was like on fire, right? So
no kidding.
So that's $800. So
if like, that's amazing. Think about doing that every month for 3 days.
Yeah, so
$500 a day.
So now we can break this down. We can make this really simple. So we know that it's about $10 per lead. So that's 10, right? So
10 grand. No. Was it 10? Yeah, 10
exactly.
grand.
Exactly. So we know that it's going to cost $10K to get 20 writers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Then you can break this up. So let's say we do it and you said 3 months, right? So let's say you want to do it in 3 months. Now,
20 riders in FFL typically would be a residual of about anywhere, depending on what they ride, but anywhere between 9 to 13,000.
Here's the funny thing about this. You want to see how cool this is? That's 3 months.
Oh, you divided it by, that's right, because I said 3 months.
Right? Check this out.
That's right, dude.
And then check this out. Hold on, sorry. Boop. I'm getting too excited. Because this is the stuff I love coaching on. Because see, at this level where we're talking about this isn't about leads and closing. This is about business growth.
It's business.
I'm excited to talk to people about this. So then you divide the 333, divide that by 30. And it's basically $111 into this recruiting ad per day.
That is nothing.
Right? Now remember, I told you that if you did both of these things, you could automate both at about $300 a day, right? So you probably spend over 3 months, you could like hit some crazy numbers, 300 a day total between the two funnels.
Two funnels meaning?
Sorry, not between the two funnels, between the two ads, right? You would probably spend, let's just say,
like regular, you mean like life leads and recruiting leads? Those are my 200
ads. 200 on life leads, and then 100 on recruiting.
My life leads are paying my recruiting leads.
Exactly. Because you're going to get compensated for this within like 48 hours when you close something. And here's the thing is people don't realize when it works the best is when the buckets are full, right? When you have like week 2, when you've been spending 200 a day, where your calendar is so full and you close in business and then rush into the next appointment, the close one, it starts to trail and this bucket is full. You're getting compensated. So it's liquidating the spend.
Yeah.
Every 48 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So check this out. 300 a day total, 200 in the life, and then 100 in the recruiting would get you the 1,000 people, would get you 200 in licensing, 100 contracted, and 20 writers over the 3 months.
Wow.
With the stuff that's in the MDRT mastermind, because what's going to happen is the 2,200 is going to turn into 20 leads a day minimum, right? Right, which is going to equal 20 leads. So let me do this again.
You're talking about my life leads.
Yeah, hold on. 200 life lead ad spend divided by $10.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna equal 20 leads a day. Right? So you get 20 leads a day, and those 20 leads a day are gonna turn into,
I don't care if it's 3 appointments.
It's gonna turn into,
it's amazing.
Like, so if you're getting 20 leads a day, eventually it will turn into, let's just be modest and just say 3.
Yeah, 3 to 4 appointments. That sounds right. And even appointments, I mean, I'm a good closer, by the way.
Right, exactly. So that turns into 3 appointments.
That's ridiculous.
A day, which is 15, right? A week.
Mm-hmm. My God, close 8 of those appointments. It's an easy 10 grand a week. Close 50% of those appointments, even if it's 5 of those appointments.
Right. So let's just say close is 8 equals 15. Let's say close 15. 7%. 7. So let's say 15.
7. Mm-hmm.
And that equals, say, divided by 2, 7.5. Is that what it is? 15?
Yeah, 7.5 times average of $800 to $1,000, sometimes more.
And it depends, right? It depends, married, single, all of these things. So let's just go with the average. 7.5 times, let's just do 1,000. They say 1,200.
Yeah, it's 1,000. Yeah, $1,000.
Let's just say 1,000.
That's my average, actually.
Yeah.
$700 a week.
AP. Right. So we got that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and that's per week. Right? So we multiply that times 4, right? 7,500 times
30 grand.
30K. Now we rocking. And the thing is, this is realistic because this is the exact breakdown of how you can get to whatever you just said.
Yeah.
Right. This is 30K per month. Simple and easy, which brings your monthly ad spend, which means that you'll be spending 9K a month ad spend.
Right.
So you're spending 9 to make 30.
And not only that, but the 9, is it the 9? The 9 equals my recruiting leads.
Correct. So there's so many other things that go to that, because then once they start writing, you start getting stuff.
Yeah. That's great.
Right. So your ROI on that, right? So you need to spend 9 to make 30. Right?
And recruit 20 for 3 months.
Yeah. Right. And so that means that you'll get, so let's see, the 20 divided by, that gets you probably like 6.6 writers. Right? Because there'll be a bunch of other people in here, right? It'll probably be like 30, 30, you probably get 30 recruits a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One a day for the most part when you average it out. But that'll get you that 20%.
6 writing recruits. Right. The ones that stick.
Yeah. And man, that's your game plan right there, sir. So let me just move this down one though. This is 1,000 prospects.
Oh man, it's
so yeah.
Literally, that was amazing, and I'm sure you think the same thing. The last 25 minutes that you've spent has probably been the best 25 minutes that you've spent learning how you literally can build your life insurance agency to over 30K a month and get the recruits that you need automatically. Get over 100 recruits in the next 90 days. Get to over 30K a month in the next 90 days. Somewhere around this video, there's going to be a way that you can reach out to us, and I want you to do that. I want you to go ahead, see where you need to click or whatever it is that you need to do, because we're going to make sure that you get the information that you need. The best thing is going to be if you talk to one of our senior advisors, they're going to talk to you about how you literally can set all of this up. You can book an appointment on your own time, and we can have a discussion with you in regards to how you can set this up. If this is a good fit, it's not a good fit for everyone. I can tell you this right now. It is only for those folks in the life insurance industry that is looking to set themselves apart from the pack, looking to do things the way it should be done in 2021, not 1987, looking for a way to actually build an organization where you're not working yourself into a job, but you're actually the CEO of a business that is running smoothly. I hope this made sense. We look forward to talking to you soon.